So this is like 6 months in the making, I think. But Alex, aka I Did a Thing, was in LA and filmed a video called Liar Liar Pants on Fire. I think that was the original title when he pitched it to me. And it was supposed to be me, C-Dog, Michael Reeves, Alex, Hassan, and Alexa. And we would do like, I think it was like 2 truths and a lie. And if you failed, your pants get set on fire. Now, there's been a long time, to be fair, since I did this, so I don't really remember it. So let's just take a look at it. Let's just take a look at what we got here.
How you going? Today, we're playing Liar Liar, Pants on Fire.
What you don't think about with fire is that it's really hot and you feel the heat immediately. Immediately.
Okay, before we get into the game show, let me tell you...
Wait, that's me. I'm in the title sequence.
Okay, before we get into the game show, let me tell you why I'm doing this. I've always been obsessed with setting things on fire, and it's always amazed me that Hollywood stuntmen can do this to themselves without dying or getting injured. And I wanted to find out how, so I got the most professional guy I could find, who also happens to be good looking. Justin and his team, and they are professional stuntmen who work with Hollywood and have been responsible for protecting the most expensive faces in America. They have also set almost as many people on fire as the American military. The difference is that the actors survive, as they do it safely using protective gel and other measures. So YouTube, if you're watching this video is being executed with exactly the same safety standards as any of the TV shows, movies, and trailers that are allowed on YouTube.
Yeah, so he sent us a DM. He said the reason why it took so long for this video to come out is because he couldn't get it approved by YouTube. It was just like non-stop demonetization, and he had to keep re-editing, re-uploading, re-editing, re-uploading, re-editing, re-uploading.
And after chatting with Justin and the team, we came up with a fun, safe way to demonstrate and educate you on how stuntmen light themselves on fire, so you can see it without having to do it yourself.
He needs color correction.
This is the game we came up with.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna make
raw
a chair
footage
with the flamethrower connected to a buzzer. And then in the game show, we'll take turns going on the hot seat, where you either read out a truth or a lie. And if the other team figures out that you are lying, they press the buzzer and you get set on fire. So I need to make the flamethrower chair. And Michael Reeves seems like the perfect person to help me out.
You can do a catapult that shoots a cup of ice on fire.
I feel like low-key this might count as a second Michael Reeves video. I mean, we got the Michael Garage. This might count, maybe half point. It's like catfishing. Half credit, half credit.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I was thinking with the taser as well, it'd be hilarious if
When they get set on fire, they're also being electrocuted if the taser's on them.
Oh, that's a good point. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but I don't know if anyone would agree to that.
And the plan is pretty simple. We'll have a flammable propellant of some kind.
He said the thing.
It's also pretty fun.
And then to make it even safer, we're going to use a taser to ignite the fuel.
Don't breathe, bro. Don't breathe.
So first, we just need some Axe deodorant spray.
Okay.
And after mucking around for a while, we managed to make the perfect game show buzzer flamethrower.
These guys shouldn't be allowed to be in a room together. Like, absolutely not. It would behoove the American and Australian government to prevent these two from hanging out together, because you get some Oppenheimer level shit.
Like it hung itself.
Perhaps we can watch in HD. We are. Oh my God, I'm getting so fucking old.
When the boys agreed to do this, they didn't even know that we had a safety team. So they were pleasantly surprised when they showed up and saw Justin and the crew.
Yeah, I think I got a DM explaining the idea, and then I just thought it was going to be an Alex video. Because, like, most of his videos don't seem like he's ever had a safety team.
And they started by getting us all gooed up in wet clothing, covered in a secret recipe of 11 different spices mixed with goo. And
They need a duo channel. If Alex and Michael Reeves had a duo channel, they would just never upload. It'd have like 7 million subscribers. It would upload never. They're the kings of not uploading.
that's to stop us dying or getting injured. Then we had multiple other layers to keep the heat away from us. And we also have a safety team of intimidating men and the fire marshal. We then did hours and hours of training and safety briefings to make sure we were going to do it right. And the reason I'm showing you this process is to educate you on how a stunt like this is done safely and how none of us were injured in the process. But without experts, this would be impossible and is extremely dangerous and something you should never attempt to do.
Yeah, the goo is insane. It's like super cold and chilly, and I guess is like very fire retardant. It's like the most godlike fire retardant. What do you call it? Substance?
And I joke around a lot in my videos, but do not attempt anything you see in this video. These guys are trained professionals.
You guys are actually 7 years old. You're actual children. There's no way that 30% of you are like 25 plus. There's no way. You can't say that. I can say that. Unfortunately, that is not even close to the worst thing I have said on stream in the past 2 days.
However, the one bad thing about the safety guys is that they are too safe and weren't
How's it feel to
fans
be
of the device
paralyzed? I bet it
Michael and
fucking
I made.
sucks. That was probably the worst. That was probably the worst.
So this is what I made to light the guys could fire.
And Scott and I both agree this is probably not the best idea for the day. I don't know that we're going to get approval from the fire marshal. Scott?
Yeah, and in all honesty, if we had it like maybe 2 or 3 days ago where we could test it out, I think it would be better off not without being able to chance to get it to test it and stuff.
I mean, look, there's no question it would work, I'm sure, but
Yeah,
we
it
just,
does. It works.
They're so nice. There should be a lot of questions if it works. There should be a lot of questions if the taser axe lighting on fire machine works.
It's amazing.
we just
Yeah,
got to,
no.
just from our end, it's just a
Yeah, we
safety
just
issue.
rather
Yeah.
play on the safe side.
But it
Guy's
doesn't
pushing 40 and he's using the R word. Okay.
matter, as we are still going to get set on fire.
So with me today, I've got 5 of the most hated people on the internet that I thought everyone would like to see get burnt. Yeah. We've got, starting with Hassan, Boy, Connor, Michael Reeves.
I think no one wants to see Michael Reeves get burned. I think people want to see me get burned. Hassan, absolutely number one. Oh my God. Absolutely. Not close. I don't know if people want to see Connor get burned. Low key, Trash Taste fans might. Because Trash Taste fans can be evil. So they might. By the way, I don't know what happened. I don't look like that anymore. I saw some screenshots from this video. Dude, I look massive. I look yoked as fuck. I do not look like that anymore if my shirt's off. Not even close. Not even damn close.
And Ludwig. And
League actually ruined it completely, yeah. Damn, I looked so much better before I played League of Legends.
the rules are simple. You're either going to be reading a truth that you told me or a lie that I made up that you don't know. And then the other team has to guess if you're lying or not, and if they get it right and you are lying, you get set on fire like you saw before.
Okay. I would like to not get set on fire.
First up, randomly selected by me, we have Alexa.
I can't be the first one.
How do you say randomly?
I need to watch someone live so I can learn how it's done.
He's in the hot chair.
Yo, that's why they call it that. You also have Fat Albert's outfit on. Yeah, when are we getting into the costume? This is not. I always get a boner when I lie, by the way. Just don't look down here. Just Pinocchio. Dick gets used.
Alright, you can read your
Australian.
truthful
I'm hitting, bro. Laughing at your own joke? Dude, I got some bangers.
liar.
So I snapped my dick in half. I was playing with this earlier.
So what happened? Could you run us through the scenario?
Yes, I can. I was having sex with a girl.
I don't remember. It's been so long, I don't remember if this was a truth or a lie. I snapped my dick in half. It's so ridiculous you want to instantly say it's a lie, but then you think like maybe it's too ridiculous it has to be true, like in the metagame world.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
First time?
Yes. And we were just getting too ambitious. She was on top, and then, you know, if like it goes out and like doesn't go back in.
Ew,
and I heard, like, a
yuck.
A noise.
Right.
recreate it for me.
Yeah, the noise.
Don't want to get on my. Yeah, it was just like a out, and then like not in, and then it was just like.
Did it make your dick larger or smaller in the aftermath? No, it's fair.
Oh, yeah. It's
Because
like
I can imagine if it broke off, the blood just stays circulated like a balloon.
Right. It probably makes it wider.
It's just stuck
at
in
least.
there.
It's like when they break your leg so they can make you taller by putting more.
Yeah, that's cool. You should do me a favor. A year later, at the point at which it snapped, everything above the crooked bit died. So if I.
What? Wait, stop. What do you mean
off.
it died? Like it
So,
atrophied?
like, if I were to have an erection, like I have right now,
Yeah.
it would be, the bottom half would be erect and the top would be like a
wavy,
medieval
wacky,
flail.
yeah, like a tube man.
So how does that work now than when you have sex?
I got better.
We got back.
Oh, just got better.
It sounds ridiculous what he's saying. He snapped his he snapped his dick in half and it got better. He's talking about how the tip of his penis looked like the end of a balloon when you tie it off, and then it got better.
What was that process of healing like? Was it?
It sounds like he did not. It sounds like the process of healing was he just did nothing.
I didn't know.
Presumably this is the thing that you thought about a lot.
It lasted a year.
A year.
A year of just a half penis.
How was it when you peed? When it was flopping everywhere? Was it?
Well, I didn't pee with an erection, so it was kind of like the same.
Okay. All right. So you broke your dick. Did you finish the job?
Break the rest of it?
No. Did you?
With a girl.
With the woman? Did you?
I've never with a woman. No.
That's funny. That's funny.
I feel like they're like this like one ounce of
never
truth in the
said
story that it's just been.
That he's had
lied.
sex?
Even then, I don't know at this point.
Yeah. Does he look like a man who's had sex?
Yeah, he's Australian.
Too much.
Oh, I think it's true. I think it's 100% true. I think
I do
broke
think it's
his
true.
damn dick.
But I think it's true that maybe you were having sex and your dick bent. I think that's about it.
But you don't think a year later it'd be?
I think I would know
It was
about a
not like
second
it was
later.
not going into like rigor mortis over the course of a year.
How do you feel, Michael?
I don't think he was going anglerfish dick for like
Yeah,
one
no way.
full year,
No way.
right? I would have noticed like the millisecond.
Yeah,
I think it's true.
Uncut.
I don't think that's relevant, but you guys have to make a decision now.
That's relevant.
What are you saying?
I think it's true. But I will vote with the majority. If you guys both think it's a lie, I will join you.
I think we set his pants on fire. You think?
I think he's lying.
What do you think, Michael?
I think he's lying.
Yeah, I think he's lying.
Well, if you think he's lying, press the buzzer and then Alexa reveal if it's a truth or a lie.
Please.
Do it like a Sailor Moon. Everyone presses the button.
All right. 3,
It's on
2,
fire.
1. Fire.
For a year of my life, I was rocking the medieval flail.
No way!
Dude, I played Amogus too long. I played it too long. I know these things. I've played these games before, man. That it could only be the apathetic behavior of a young adult male to have such a medical ailment and never consider going to a doctor to resolve it, and then being blessed by the elasticity of youth. They just get to bounce back. That goes away. Tell you what, that goes away.
Ludwig knew.
I knew.
Hey, man.
He knew.
I gotta agree with you.
He sounded so genuine.
So next we have Michael Reeves.
Michael, get out there, baby.
Yeah. So Michael, if you just want to read it out from your phone.
Yeah. When I was a teenager, I killed my mother's favorite plant. No, not my mother.
Yeah, wow.
I'm gonna phrase it better. She has a little succulent garden. She has one prized succulent that she very much enjoys. And I killed it because in Hawaii, like I piss off the porch a lot. And I would like shoot my acidic piss onto it. And I took a plant from the neighbor's yard and subplanted it in the same place that the other plant was.
Off rip, I think he's saying too much. I think whenever you're doing a truth or lie, you just want to say the thing and then get questioned. You want to be as vague as possible.
Did your mother know that the plant was changed?
She didn't let on that it happened. Like she would like ask about it, like here and there to like.
What, she had suspicion?
She had a suspicion. I don't know if she knew that I did it.
It was the same type of plant.
It was the same type of.
Help Ray load a save in Ironmon. Tell her to just reset. The run was gonna end anyway.
It was a succulent, but not. Actually, I don't know. It looked really similar. It could have been like
An entirely different plant.
It could have been a different plant.
You killed it with your piss?
Yeah. So like.
Radioactive piss?
Yeah. How
You grill your own teammate.
Yeah, would urine kill a plant? I don't think it would, right? Urine is like 95% water or something.
I'm just curious.
Oh, 14? What's your daily water consumption?
You're on the team.
Like?
Pretty good now, bad then.
See, because my dog used to piss on our lemon tree.
Yeah.
It was like flourishing from his pee. And once
Yeah.
it died, the lemon tree died because no one was left to piss on it. So like...
We eat different.
Dog food? At what point did you realize? Because the plant didn't just like die suddenly. You did a lot of pee.
It was one day off.
Ask my aunt's shrubs, lol. It's the salt. Yeah, okay, that dude big. You're peeing ocean water, I guess.
That's pissing. Like the
Wait,
tip-
so you continuously pissed on that plant?
Yeah, well, I mean, I piss off the porch a lot.
Wait, did
at
you
my
piss
house.
on the new plant?
No. I moved it to the left.
The most honest part of the story in my mind, like the thing I believe the most right now is there's no greater joy as a man than peeing from a high place to a low place. That's probably the greatest joy we have as men.
How did you kill the other
The
plant?
pissing was not the weird part. The
Did
pissing.
you kill the other plants?
No. I just pissed this on this one good plant. She has the garden underneath the porch, and so I piss off the porch.
Why did you piss off the porch?
So you're a loser if you it's because it's awesome.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, no,
It's an innate man desire.
Dude, I'm so fucking. This guy is so smart. I love this guy. Everything he says, I'm like, yup. Killed that. I didn't pre-watch. I'm just the same human.
Watch I piss off it.
Yeah.
The higher place you can pee off, the more rewarding.
It's the greatest
This
freedom
guy-
on the planet.
This guy doesn't miss. Fuck, this guy doesn't miss. I'd give him a Twitch prime right now if I could. Swear to God, I would.
See the stream break apart, fly in the air.
Oh, yeah.
No, I understand that completely.
Yeah, and from the top, I don't know if you know, a succulent looks like a bullseye target. If you know what a succulent, it looks.
It yearns for the
It
piss.
just looks perfect.
He yearns for it. He
Like
yearns
it's
for the piss.
asking for it.
What made it?
Yeah.
What made it her favorite plant? Why
I think it was her largest.
Thank you,
I don't
Molly,
know,
for the
most
6 months.
Flourishing. She just liked it. It was on like if you have like cinder blocks. It's got like it had like a little pedestal.
So how are you guys feeling? What are you leaning towards?
He got gray in the hair.
This seems very low stakes, which is precisely the reason why I think it's a lie.
Thank you, Joey. Z,
Did Alex
Salt
Bernard come
Goodman.
up with like a lie like that though?
Well, that's meta.
Yeah, that's
You're reading me,
metagaming.
you're reading mine.
Oh, okay.
Also, why is he on your team? Like,
Well, we
man,
like
why is he-
We're cheating. We don't want to be lit on fire. So.
I think he's lying.
You think he's lying?
I think pee is good for plants.
Based on that
Based
one
on my
thing.
dog.
Yeah. So
That's that. I think I'm with Alexa. That's the part that I don't buy the most. But I guess if you peed on it a lot, it'd be bad. I think one time's fine.
I'm gonna say that this is too low stakes and a lie. Unanimous
Yeah,
decision.
let's do it.
You're an idiot.
Michael, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was a lie.
Well, there we go. First guy on fire.
I just got to say, Michael needs to wear a shiesty more often. Dude, he's like sliding. Do you see him sliding because of the goo on his pants? There is something seriously wrong with Hassan as a man. There's something just seriously wrong with him as a person. He's looking at somebody lit on fire as if it is the morning news. The stunt team's really cool. You basically say what you want to do, and then you walk through like. So like Michael had to say, hey, I want to scream and crawl around and act as if I'm dying. And like he has to tell them that because he can't just randomly do that and they don't know because then they would want to put him out. And then when it, there's a timer. So you can like signal to end it early, but if not, they'll go by the timer and then you point to hot spots and they re-blast it. But heat lingers in certain areas when you're doing this because it's kind of hard to get every square inch, but it is really cool. I was like, why does it have more dislikes than normal? And then I was like, Hassan's in it. Oriating, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it.
All right, so next up we have randomly selected, we got Ludwig.
Get him there, big boy.
Get in the hot seat.
I'm built for this shit, bro.
I would like to not get burned, if possible.
That's not good clothing.
I once lied to a guy at a party that I had done drugs to seem cool.
He's trying too hard, and that's a classic Ludwig story.
Who did you lie to?
It was a college party, and his name was Preston, and he had a very big Twitter account. So I thought he was famous.
Did you, what's the drug? You pretend to be on heroin or like?
I said I did meth.
Nothing sounds cooler.
Well, because at these parties they did like, there was weed, there was coke. So it's like, you can't lie about a drug that's available because then you might be forced to do the drug.
Brilliant.
Oh, you didn't.
It had to be a drug that wasn't there. I'm playing chestnut checkers, boys. I'm sure you told the story before. I play chestnut checkers.
What was his reaction when you told him you're a meth head?
He did not believe me. Well, so what he initially did is he asked me if I wanted to do drugs there. And then, because I did meth, wouldn't you like to do the coke that's available? And I said no, because I didn't want to do cocaine.
So you said you did meth in order to get out of doing the other drugs. So like, would you like coke? You're like, no, I'm too full. I've done meth. Sorry,
No more from me.
It's like he was offering chips and guacs, and I was like, I had a steak. I've eaten so much.
Like, prod you on it? Did he ask you additional questions about like how did you feel when you were on meth? Like
he jumped straight to let's do drugs now then. No, I would just, it was like an offhand comment. It was like
I always have those when I'm telling people I'm doing meth.
I was like, it's like he was like, how's your day? I was like, I've done meth. It was very casual. It was breezy. I thought it was breezy.
Okay. To be fair, the first time I met you, similar conversation.
It comes up. It comes up.
How are you feeling? What do you guys think?
I go with him. He knows it more. Although you do seem like a pretty breezy meth addict.
Chat, is it truth or lie? I'm very breezy.
No, the story, it's not about whether or not he actually did meth. It's about whether he tried to impress a guy.
Since I've done meth many times.
Yeah.
But back then I had not done meth.
So you did that for yourself,
So
to impress people.
What's your decision?
I would like your feedback, because this is a team.
Yeah, let's do it.
Unanimous decision is important. I still think this is absolutely true.
Okay. Yeah, I think so as well.
All right.
True. It was a lie.
Oh.
It was a lie.
A very good lie. Very good lie.
There was a man named Preston, but I did not do meth or talk about meth. I did kiss him, though. But he did kiss me once. He kissed me, I should say. He kissed me, that man. And he also did have a big Twitter account. It's true. Gage? Okay, no. He kissed me. I did not. It was not a mutual kiss. I was not down to kiss him. He snuck in a kiss. Okay? His Twitter account was actually so unethical. He did this thing where he would find a bunch of smaller Twitter accounts and then look through their tweets. And then if they had a really hit tweet or like funny tweet, he would just tweet it out. And then if the account got mad at him, he would just block the account.
It's a little bit embarrassing story, but I stole my best friend's Nintendo DS.
Wow. First off, you're...
Let's get outside of the way. Friend was this friend?
He was
That's fucked.
my father's close friend's son, so I wasn't like super close with him.
Like a family
We would
friend.
hang out every now and
Stealing
then.
from that guy? Sounds fairly connected.
What DS? That's a rough guy to steal from. That is too close to steal from. We were talking about 3DS, OG DS.
It was just like the regular OGDS.
What color?
Gray.
Okay. What games did he have on it?
I forget which Pokemon edition it was. I think it was green, which was it was limited availability, and I
green
stole it because, to be fair, my Game Boy Color had been stolen in the past. So I think I had like malicious.
You felt like you were justified.
You know,
What
like
do you mean, to be fair? If someone robs you, you don't rob someone else out of more.
I was a kid.
He's a communist.
I was a kid. I was redistributing his property to myself.
How old were you when this happened?
I don't remember, like 12, 13.
How did you get away with this? Did you go to his house?
Yes. So we would sometimes go to his house, sometimes they'd come to our house. And
I remember this
it was
one.
on the library in, like, I don't know why he just like left it on the library, but I literally straight up
Because it's probably his house, and that's what you do. It's not like he left it at a Starbucks.
Fair. My game.
Yeah, he left it on the freaking library, I guess, which is like, why would you do that? Right?
Game Boy was stolen from me at a bowling alley. Not that it's relevant to the conversation.
It isn't. You keep bringing it up, though.
So, presumably you go steal it. Where are you stashing this thing? What did you stash?
Because you're
just in my pocket.
You're 12, so you're like 230 pounds.
Dude, what is the camera zoom? What was that camera zoom?
No, I was normal size when I was a kid.
Nintendo DS in your pocket, the OG, the one that's like quadruple thickness.
Yes.
In your pocket.
Yes.
Why does he keep zooming in?
No, the thing is, like, it's awkward. You would never accuse someone of stealing when they're like a child like that.
I would.
Oh, the nervous fidgeting.
So you put it in your pocket, and then how long before you left did you have to like keep it on you?
No. I timed it. Like I waited for like the most opportune moment where there was not anyone around, but also simultaneously like
it's for his
close
penis.
to leaving.
You planned out this heist.
Yeah.
Still, did you decide to do it on the day?
I did. Oh no, it was on the day. It was.
What an odd.
I just fired it off.
Did he ever notice it was gone?
I don't know, because my father was like, "Where did you get this Nintendo DS?" And
Built it.
like, after that point, it was like, because when you're a kid, you don't have any money. That's the part I did not actually think about. Like, I planned this elaborate heist, but I did not plan how I would hide it afterwards.
The elaborate heist? Put it in his pocket.
It worked. Excuse me. It worked.
Were you left leaning from this age?
No, I was.
What were the politics like?
I was not leaning in any direction at this point. I was a
need you
child.
guys to
Okay.
start making a decision.
So do you fess up to your father?
Yeah.
Did you fess up to the kid?
No.
Wow. So you
didn't-
told your dad was like, all right, you can keep it now.
No, he took it from me and he gave it back to the family, I suspect. We suspiciously did not hang out with them as much and after that experience.
It's not that suspicious.
How are you guys feeling?
My sister deadass did steal, I think, a Game Boy game from a sleepover once. But it's hard to steal from someone that close, because the person he's talking about is very close to him. Chat, what do you think? Truth or lie? Truth or lie? Lie. Seems like maybe more lies than truths.
What are you leaning towards? What's your...
I think it's a lie.
I just, my gut says it.
I feel like he's definitely robbed, like,
Somewhere.
maybe many people.
Yeah, lots.
His viewers.
Many heists have been done in his life,
His
but I
viewers.
don't think he's robbed. And you know what it is? He said it was version green, which is only leaf green, which was a Game Boy Advance game. All right, lock and lie.
Lie.
The power of
And look, you can't play Game Boy Advance games on the DS, but it would be weird if you stole a DS and what you stole was a Game Boy Advance game along with it. That would be just a weird kind of thing to do. It's feasible, but it's just like, yes, you can. I just said you can. So we're on the same page. But what I'm saying is, like, why would you steal a PS5 and then be like, yeah, I'm trying to play a PS4 game? It doesn't make that much sense. It just doesn't make that much sense.
3, we unite.
Were you telling the truth or a lie?
It was a lie.
I think I did well.
That was really good. Did you steal?
Yes, I did.
Just cuts out. Yes, I did. Many times.
3, 2, 1.
Tez günde
can see some of the smoke in the cigarette.
Next we have Alexa.
All right, get up there. Get up there, King. Come on, baby. Come on.
Peter Griffin looking ass.
So one
Damn, were you
time
a voice
I
actor?
broke my vagina in half. When I visit different beaches around the world, I have a habit of like tasting the sand.
That's such a, I do that too, man.
What country has the best sand?
He's so fucking weird. He's a weird guy.
Australia, always.
So you just every time you go somewhere, you're like, is it like home?
I'm like, yuck.
They do it better.
Is it do different areas of Australia have different tastes?
Yes.
What's the dish like profile of the different sounds?
It's not a taste thing. It's so that was why. It's a texture. It's a texture thing. So like
Brisbane sand just is like coarse.
Brisbane sand is sweet.
Oh.
I think Western Australia is coarse.
Okay.
Okay.
And why do you do this?
Yeah. When did that happen?
Do you enjoy it?
So when I was a kid, I'm still a hypochondriac now, but I was convinced I had like parasites.
Correct.
And I read a line that if you eat sand, it flushes them out. They can't handle it. It's
How
like
old are you?
Dude, he's a phenomenal liar. I will say he's a phenomenal liar. The way he, maybe it's just because he's such an odd man. I think it's easier to lie when you're strange. A plain Jane would struggle to lie because they're a plain Jane. You know what to expect from them.
I was like,
you just spoiled it. I don't know if he's telling the truth or lying. I'm just saying he is a good liar because he's able to tell a story in a way that I can't tell. I don't know if it's a truth or a lie. Genuinely, I don't know.
I don't want to say because I'm going to sound, it's older than I should have been. I'm 14.
So you swallow like a little rock and then it just takes a parasite out with it?
Yeah.
Like a boulder falling on the parasite?
Small intestine.
But since then, I've kind of...
You were there? It's been 6 months. I swear on everything I do not remember.
I've already done it.
I absolutely promise you.
I want to kind of like document it in my
I
head.
remember my
It's like
shit because it's me.
Yeah.
I remember my life.
You scoop
It's
it?
dry. It's dry.
How much? Can you show me like by amount? Like how much we're talking?
It varies.
I think this
depends
is
on how
a
game I am.
truth angle.
No.
Just swallow.
So you still do it? Are you still a hypochondriac?
Yes.
What made you a hypochondriac at 14? Because that's 14-year-olds are not known for being
freaky kids.
What country has the finest sand? Is
Australia.
It Australia, really?
It's
Okay.
down south in.
Have you had?
Well, I say worse because I couldn't actually eat it, but when I was back home and I was like in Croatia, they have like the giant pebbles.
You swallowed on spit.
Yeah, I just spat it.
And like if you're in Nice at like a rock beach, you're just sucking on a stone.
I've never been. It's not like a premeditated thing. It's more like a nervous twitch.
Have you got anyone else to do it?
Yeah, he's done it.
Who's it good?
I mean, I don't know if I should say or not.
Wow.
He's done it. Interesting.
No, he's lying.
You think?
This is a lie, 100%.
I thought it was a lie until he said that.
No.
What do you think?
Did you say West Coast was the...
The West Coast is grainier. It's like rougher in West Coast Australia.
That makes sense because they disconnected from Africa, and then the East Coast has always been separated from it's always been oceanfront.
Dude,
I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying shit out loud. I'm talking Pangea. I don't know if that's true. That sounds smart as hell, but also New Zealand was attached to Australia on the East Coast, I think. So I don't know how relevant that would be.
I was gonna say the currents, don't they go this way? And so the west side should be smoother.
But isn't it Pangea one state?
Bro, Pangea was 4 billion years ago. Look at Michael's face. Look at Michael's face. He has to deal with my dumb ass.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Pangea.
All right, how are you leaning?
I think it's a lie.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lie.
I'm down to go lie. And you know, I think why?
I think it's the truth, though.
How the is a hypochondriac gonna let his dead dick just sit there for a year? How in the hell?
Freaking out.
Does he have a flailing dead penis and he's like,
Whatever.
all right.
Lie.
I do not eat sand.
Past me is so much smarter than present me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hold a little.
What's the address? I don't know the address.
The phone background.
We've got a different one here. This is for me. I'm gonna read it out. It's for you guys, but you have to make a decision and press the button, and if you're wrong, you get set on fire.
Wait. So,
when I was a child, I glued my eyes closed with super glue.
yeah, no, this is true. That's just true. Okay, no. Okay, wait. So, both eyes?
Yes.
Or did you do the first and you thought, this is fun?
So what happened was my mum had really dry eyes and she was using eye drops. And for some reason as a kid, I was like, why don't I get to use eye drops?
Yeah, cool.
So then she was doing it, and then one time, I don't know where she was. She was somewhere.
Can you guys stop saying you look so much better? You were so much stronger back then. You were so much smarter back then. Can we stop? It was 6 months ago. Okay? I'm the same fucking person, dude. I'm the same guy, okay? It's been like 6 months. You gotta stop talking about League as if I went to like to a tour in Iraq.
It was maybe in the garden.
Right.
I was just pulling through drawers and I found super glue and I thought it was eye drops.
Oh, because of the same shape? Like
and then immediately I was like...
How old are you?
I was probably year 5, which is like...
It's like 10.
So like old enough to read when it says super glue?
Yeah. No, old enough to read when it reads super glue.
And when you opened the can, like slow, or the tube?
So it was a little tube.
Yeah.
I opened it up and just put it in my eyes.
Directly in?
Directly into my eyes.
What was the medical intervention like for that afterwards?
It took a while because I didn't know what I had done. So I told my mum. She was like, what to put in your eyes?
How'd you find your mom? If your eyes were
It was hard, but I found her.
Fucking echolocation.
I think I was calling her out. I don't completely remember.
He's like, Marco, and Mom's like, all right, we'll play.
It is childhood trauma. He probably doesn't remember all of it.
And then she found me, and then she took me to like, I don't know if it was ER or it was like one of those like little.
I can't tell if it's a lie or the truth.
And they put stuff in my eye. I don't exactly know what it was, but it was like
more super glue.
More super glue to make it clear. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
One of the eyes was like closed almost completely, and I could not move it. And then the other eye, it didn't do much for whatever reason. Maybe I missed, but they put something else in my eye. I presume it was a solvent of some kind. And then it was.
Chad, what do you think?
Then it was all right.
Truth or lie?
I mean, this just sounds like what Australians do.
Yeah, this just sounds like very much what you would do.
I don't think a single Australian
lie. Everyone thinks it's a lie.
Yeah, I think so.
That's why they have the
Alex, have you done
solvent
this?
on hand.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was too busy doing other stuff.
Eating sand.
Look.
I think it's true.
I think it's true.
It's true. They have eyeball solvent on deck.
Slap it. True.
True.
It is the lie.
No. He's abused on disrespecting Australians.
I think me and Connor had decided it was true based off his personality within the first like 7 seconds of him saying it. So like the follow-up information was irrelevant because I was just like, yeah, he's the type of guy that he would have done that. All right, let's take a look. This is me getting set on fire. I think ultimately the goal was no matter what the fuck happens in the game show, we all get set on fire because it'll be cool. Now, I'm going to come clean here. I was a huge shill this day. I had a fucking Red Bull on set. I had my merch I was going to try to promo with getting set on fire. I had the Crocs that I was going to get set on fire with. Okay, I don't know if I've said this before. Leak, I'm not sponsored by Crocs anymore. Okay, I was like, dude, this is going to be so sick. I'm going to post this picture and the Crocs team's going to love it. They don't even pay me anymore. I'm not, deal's over. They didn't re-sign. Okay, I still wear them. It's true. But we ain't chill. This is not so much time has passed since this that this is just for the swag at this point. Ray took it. Yeah. They were like, they signed Ray and they're like, damn, she's just getting so much more engagement. she's just doing better. She's killing the guy. Dude, the glasses with the reflection look sick. looks dope. That's tough. That is tough. Connor, it cuts to Connor screaming. I actually freaking deadass served no crumbs. No, I actually slayed.
Thank you for.
Chad, I slayed. I need like the video file. I can't make it. The screenshot's probably gonna be too low. I need like the video file or something. The glass is crushed. Now I gotta resell the Mogul Moves merch. I gotta resell the mint hoodie. We got promo for it now.
Thank you for getting burnt, everybody. You all look.
This show's rigged. You just made it so everybody lost and everybody has to get burned.
That's what everyone wants to see. All right? That's what they want.
Where's your chance of winning?
They wanted to see that.
What team won?
Well, the thing is, I'm not keeping count, so the thing will.
Thing is, I'm not doing.
Here, so congratulations, whoever team, you won that fire extinguisher. Yeah. Good work, everybody.
Gentlemen, please.
That's it. That's done.
Are you guys ready to set a dog on fire?
Are the fire extinguisher or what is that thing a problem? What do we call that?
What?
No. The fire
Sprinklers? No. They should be turned off for this. You're gonna want
Good one, Slime. Good one, Slime.
your eyes closed. It gets very warm in the eyes.
I want to hold a cigarette while I do this.
That's so good.
Totally fine.
I feel like that's a fire photo.
No, it's actually really dangerous. The long-term effects.
Are you?
Yeah, cancer. All right, I'm gonna make sure everything's going over there.
Good one.
It's a little bit cold.
It's so cold and it sucks, and you have to like wash it off you.
It's not bad.
He's ripped. He's actually weak for an Australian.
Don't worry. It was cold at first, but it's not that bad once it's like you.
Ooh. That's viscous.
Dude, putting that on sucks.
I know. Breathe. Can I tuck this in?
That's cold.
We gotta tuck these in, okay?
Yep, that's fine. It's kind of nice. If it wasn't cold. If this was warm, I'd be aroused right now.
Alright, well just don't tell your girlfriend.
Alright, then what's that? You look so funny. The fact you look like a business guy.
Is that what I wear, dude?
Just so you know.
When are we getting into the costume?
Safeties for just a quick moment. Feel on you. By his mouth. And under his nose.
Oh, that sucks. How do you breathe? Damn, they got him deep.
There is a little hot spot there.
Hit him again. How is that? Good?
That's good.
All right, stand on up. Yeah, nice burn. There you go.
Yeah, well, getting set on fire, the only thing... So I got set on fire, and I had it on my crock, and just the way the fire interacted with the plastic of the crock, that was where it was the hottest for me, was on my foot. Obviously, you feel the fire in your face, because it's on your thighs, and it's like right here. But outside of that, like I couldn't feel the fire where it was set, if that makes sense. So like they lit my thigh and calves on fire, but I couldn't feel the fire on me. I could just feel the effects of the fire where the flame heat was coming off. Lie. This is not a truth and all. We're not playing the game right now. What do you mean lie? Why didn't you get fully lit? Because my goal wasn't to get fully lit, and getting fully lit is much more involved. Like to get fully lit, you need the goo all over your face. You need the shiesty. You need like, I just wanted my legs lit because I wanted the hard photo shoot, basically. What I didn't care was like to get fully lit just for the sake of getting fully lit. Because my goal was to try to look hard, to look tough.
How did it feel?
Not quite much, just a bit warm.
Get his arms in your nose, out your mouth. Yeah, there we go. He looks so scabby.
He looks so much different.
Watch your ass.
Good shit. There you go.
Straight out the womb. I feel like a new person.
All right.
You're a little bit of a placenta.
Fire buddies.
I don't know where he is, but he told me keep trying to light it for too long because like you're not gonna be able to light it.
Yeah.
It still didn't light, by the way.
No, it won't.
I was like holding it, but I was like, I need to make it look cool.
Good video. Good video.